everyone. Welcome to the show. We got another great edition of Bring It in the House podcast show where we spotlight musicians, entertainers, artists, and leaders. Get your meal. And we got a nice meal for you tonight. I'm talking about a lady who wears multiple hats. We're going to find out so much about her. First of all, she's an actress, a film producer, and so much more. Let's give it up for Miss Cheryl Shake. Woo! Hi, Cheryl. You still with us? We can't hear you. Oh, Cheryl. Oh, did we lose a connection? Hello, Cheryl.
I'm with you. Hey.
There you go. Yay. Miss Cheryl Shake is with us tonight. She's on the East Coast and I'm down south in the Central Standard Time. Bring it in the house. And of course, she is, like I said, a film producer and actress. Cheryl, as we open up the show, tell us where you're from and represent your hood.
I'm from Norfolk, Virginia, the East Coast. How y'all doing tonight? I'm so excited to be up here with Miss Millie Mill. She invited me, and I'm so grateful and I'm so humble.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. I know you have a busy schedule and you took time out of your schedule just to, spend some time with us. And so we thank you so much for tuning in. So Cheryl, now you're from the Virginia, the East Coast area. What school did you graduate from? High school or college, either one?
I graduated from Lake Taylor High School in Norfolk, Virginia, and I graduated from Norfolk State University, home of the Spartans. Behold, the green and gold. And also Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia.
All right. You got people bringing already coming in and tuning in to you. Now, Cheryl, like I said, we talked earlier, you got a lot of hats. You're a counselor, social worker, actress, film producer, and you founded your own nonprofit organization. How do you do it all, Cheryl? How do you do
with
all
the help
of
of the Lord?
Yes, that is so true.
Mm-hmm.
That is so true. We can't do anything without him. He gave you a lot to do. And aren't you happy? Aren't you glad he did?
Yes, I am. I am really.
Yes. So how did it all start? Which career did you begin first? Was it the counseling or the social working or the acting?
I always wanted to be an actress as a child, but I worked at this shipyard, went to college, dropped out of college, experienced the life with drugs, and I think that would lead me to being a counselor.
Okay.
That's I'm gonna be transparent about that. My daughter always say to me, "Mom, you have to say that all the time, but tell everybody your story." But I feel like sometimes I help people whose family might be going through a struggle with somebody who's suffering with mental illness or addiction, and I think that is not taught about enough in our community. So that's what led me to counseling, just being able to meet people where they are and being in their shoes and know if I could do it, anybody could do it. So counseling would be my first step. Mm-hmm.
Counseling, and you do, I just hearing you speak and this little time I've spent with you, I can tell you're very good at counseling because you have a very warm heart, very warm spirit. Yes,
I do. Thank you.
Yeah. And you're so welcome. And so after you started with the counseling, did that lead to social work?
Well, my bachelor's in social work and my master's is in counseling. So, basically you're kind of like one of the same, but I've always been a helper and a giver, throughout my life. My grandmother raised me and she just taught us to be kind to people. And that sometimes it's to a fault. I help a little bit too much. I got my clients that call me, they got me calling me all through the night. Miss Cheryl, I need this, I need that. They ask for the most craziest things ever. But I always do what I can do and give what I can give.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can relate to that, Cheryl. So, but when you said sometimes you share and give too much, sometimes to a fault, I get it. We overextend ourselves, and then it becomes overwhelming sometimes. But God has a way of restoring us. He really does.
Yeah. You can't change who you are, your DNA, your makeup, your that's just you. You try to have discernment, when helping people, But if that's your core being, it's kind of hard to say, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. But it's
It
just
is.
natural. Yeah.
Yeah. It just
Mhm.
comes natural. This that innate ability that God placed in us. And they say it's nothing we can do about it. We just have to
Yeah.
kind of learn how to manage it. I think that's,
Exactly.
yeah, part of
Yeah.
our responsibility with our giftings. We
Mhm.
have to learn how to manage it and learn how to execute it properly. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So, and then you went on to, now, when did you discover that you had that bug for acting?
Well, like I said, always had it for a child. My little crazy goddaughter, she started watching Tubi movies. She asked me, "Have I ever heard of?" I said, "No, I'm not." So I watched Plug Love with Murder Payne. I
Uh-huh.
watched that. Then they kept coming on back to back, back to back. I said, you know what? This might be a lane for me.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna start emailing or DMing all the film producers, directors, producers. Let me talk with them and let me know my story. And that was my passion. And that's how I started. So I did a few extra roles. And then, people promise you roles and stuff like that. So I said, you know what? I want to make my own movie. I'm tired of begging for roles. So I talked to my friend. It's a picture of her there, Melissa Miller. She's also a counselor as well. She
Uh-huh.
owns her own agency. I told
Mhm.
her about it. She was like, "Girl, I don't know about that stuff." I said, "Well, just kind of go half on the movie, And basically, that's how it happened. I just
That's not on
quarterbacked
her.
it because I had built relationships with most of my actors anyway. So they was like, "Yeah, Miss Cheryl, we'll help you. We'll come on down to Virginia." Because I got everybody from Detroit. That's all I knew, and it worked out.
Is this your friend right here? Is that the one, Cheryl?
That's one of my sorors.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's your
Mhm,
sorority sister. I
mhm,
was trying to
mhm.
I was trying to find the one that you said let's go half on the movie
She it's
together.
we on it. We sit side by side. I have on some
Hmm.
glasses and like a peach shirt,
Okay.
Melissa.
Okay. I was trying to. That's not
That's a
her.
piece of the movie.
Okay. I was
There's
trying to
two of
find
us.
just the two of you guys. It's probably maybe that one didn't get to upload, but we can grab it. Don't worry.
Wow.
Don't
Okay.
worry. Yeah.
Well, I
You
definitely like
know.
to acknowledge her always because if it
Oh,
wasn't for her, it wouldn't be no me when it comes to film right now. Yeah.
yeah, we'll grab that picture and put it on here. I want to give
Mhm.
shout out to the viewers tonight. Miss Tammy Camel from Washington. She said she's support an amazing lady on your platform that gives a voice to so many. Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you,
And of course,
Tammy.
Denise is tuning in, my classmate
Hey,
from Arkansas.
Denise.
Hey, Denise.
Yes.
And also Angela Angel from Washington. Thank you so much, you guys, for all tuning in to Bring It in the House. You get to, connect with Miss Cheryl Shake, film producer, and so much more. Now, Cheryl, you told me about you were telling us about the movie. What's the title of it again?
It's called She Without Sin.
Okay. She Without Sin. And is on Tubi right now?
No, mm-mm. It
Yeah,
should
not
be released. Um, I'm gonna say May.
okay, in May.
You never know. 'Cause you never know. It's just finishing up.
Okay.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
tentatively we'll say May.
So I
That
just
you
pray. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm,
That is so
mhm,
good. It takes a lot of work to do that and put it all together. I don't even know the first step to start a movie or film. Is it the casting? Does the casting come first, or do you line up your
Um, for me,
producers?
the first step for me was finding who's gonna film it. The
Okay.
production, the
Production.
cinematographer, the
Hmm.
sound guy, the lighting, the gaffer. Who's gonna film your movie? Who's gonna direct it? Then
Yeah.
who's gonna star in it?
Yeah.
Who's gonna write it? Who's gonna write it? That's the first
Yes.
thing. Shout out to Giselle Richards. She was my screenwriter and my director. So you have to
Oh,
start with that
just
first.
oh
Yes,
wow.
yes,
I
yes. She's
saw her.
phenomenal.
I saw her on Facebook. I believe Denise was telling me. Okay, so that's the connection between you and her. She wrote the
Hmm.
movie.
And she
Okay,
directed it. Hmm.
and directed it. Congratulations! That is so
Yes, yes, she
wonderful.
did.
And when did
Mhm.
you guys start the production?
We started. We filmed October the 11th through the 18th, 8 days. 10th
Hmm.
through the 18th, 8 days. But
That's not
I
bad.
was in pre-production, way before that. You know, um, like I said, employing all these people, getting my ducks in a row, reaching out, asking, would you be in my film? And like I said, I had, mostly all yeses, maybe a few
Hmm.
no's that didn't know me, but I was fortunate to come up with a great cast. Had help, Dewan
Yeah.
Ford helped me, Nunu Thurman helped me with my cast, Tiffany Trill helped me with my cast. So yeah, hmm
That
I
is
had some
so
help.
wonderful. I see why the that photo that you were speaking of, it didn't upload because it's not in the JPEG form. So what I'm gonna
Oh,
have to
okay.
do, that's what stopped it
Oh, it's
from.
okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're gonna fix that too. We'll get it. While
hmm
you're talking, I'm gonna be I'll be putting it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would definitely get that in there. Okay. Yeah, so this is exciting. And you had told me off the set before we, started tonight that you also have another movie coming after this one, right? But you can't talk about that right now. Exactly right.
Right now, that one is my screenwriter. She's almost finished with that one. I'm
Hmm.
excited about that. That's gonna be it's totally different from this one.
Yeah.
Totally different. So it'll be a different. I want to go a different route, and eventually I want to do reality about drugs. Uh, you know, something to help somebody too. Have a lot of
Yes.
shows out. Just reality about a bunch of little dramas. If I want to help somebody, recover.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm basically working on that.
Yeah. That is so
Mhm.
good, because we all need that support in some way. What advice do you give to someone who is really serious about recovering? What would you say what's one of the first steps to recovery?
First step is
Just admitting.
admitting you have a problem, admitting it, owning it, accepting it, and then reaching out for help. As long as you
Yeah.
can own it and admit it and know you got a problem, that's the first step to getting well.
Yeah.
Gotta
Yeah.
recognize it, gotta
Yeah.
own it.
You can't
That's
be
the
in
first step.
denial.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
we
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
That's a good question too. Great
Yeah.
question. I like that.
Thank
Mhm.
you. Thank you so much. Because I mean, it's just so many. I think sometimes we get embarrassed, and don't, afraid to reach out for help, and that's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your family gonna think?
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Mm-hmm.
gonna be blackballed, ridiculed, or looked down upon? Which that does happen. I've been
Mm-hmm.
in I've been in those shoes. You have to
Yeah.
redeem yourself. You have to make amends. All that. Sometimes it takes years. Sometimes people never, make amends and never forget things that you go through. But everybody don't go through the same struggle. Everybody don't do the same thing. So, but yeah, it's a lifelong journey with recovery. It's every day. So it's always going to be a part of my story, a part of my life. So
Yes.
that's why I cherish it.
Yes. As you should. You should cherish it.
Hmm
Because God, He's already put our journey is already in place for us. All we gotta do is just accept it and walk through it. That's what I think anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. What was your first acting role? Do you remember what character role you played?
Yeah, the first one I did here was a movie called Brooklyn with Louis Scrappy and
Really?
I can't the director I know the director so well. I love him too. It was in Atlanta 2 years ago. For some
Uh-huh.
reason, the movie has not came out yet. And I'm like, when is it coming out? When is it? So they're still working on it. Sometimes I guess it takes time, but it was I really enjoyed that film. It's called
Yes.
Brooklyn, like I said, and I was a neighbor of the little girls. Her mother was on drugs actually, and then I was addicted to pills, and so she was like, Miss Jones, shouldn't be doing that, this and that. But I'm trying to help them, and in return, she's trying to help me. So that was my first speaking role, and then the second one, I had a couple of lines in, which just came out called Street Legal South.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished that up, so that's out now on Venmo. I'm in the second episode of that, and then of course I did a extra in Tears of a Hustler. I'm in the first episode of that. Those three. It's another movie I did too in Atlanta. I don't. want to say the name of it. I don't like
Hmm.
the name of it, but that's in production now. Some things you gotta choose what you get into. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
but yeah,
understand. And
so
you
yeah.
guys have an event going on tonight, don't you?
Yes, I
Yeah.
do. There she is. She is the lead in my film, Tiffany Trill Scott. She plays Cinnamon and She Without Sin. And she came from Detroit to Virginia to host tonight to push the film, meet and greet, talk to some folks. And I'm just so honored that she came in town for me, for us.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, that is so wonderful. Guys, I am talking to the lovely and talented actress, film producer, Miss Cheryl Shake, and her movie She Without Sin is coming up. It will be released over the next few months on Tubi, so you don't want to miss it. Wow, I'm so honored. I get to hear of all this greatness coming my way, coming our way.
Yes.
So
Thank
yes,
you
this
so
is
much.
amazing. I'm still
Mhm.
working on getting that picture to you so we can see
Yeah.
that photo. Everybody will see it here in a minute. But I wanted to just ask you if you could, just kind of elaborate just a little bit more on your big break as an actress. Well, you kind of did already, but when
Yeah,
you
I mean, I think this movie right here would be my big break.
okay,
Actually, because like I said, just say a bit extras or one line here, one line there. I think,
yeah,
like I said, I still have a lot of work to do. I'm a beginner actress. It's always good
mhm.
to take acting classes. I've taken two so far. One with Marquise Moore and another one with Jada Jones. And I got one coming up with Dewan Ford and Lulu Thurman in April. So it's best to keep yourself abreast. And it's not, and it's not easy. I thought it was, but it's a job. It's not. It's a lot of stamina at my age. You have to know your lines. You have to watch your speed, Cheryl. Have to slow
Yes,
down because I
I
talk
know.
fast. So all that stuff is,
Mhm,
watch your body language, different emotions that you need to do
mhm,
for each scene. It can't be like monotone. You have to
mhm.
change whatever the lines permit. So it's not an easy job, but I love it. I'm up for the task, and even at my age, I think it's never too late to follow your dreams. I'm telling you, I'm 63, and I'm just
Yes,
getting into this. So I want to encourage anybody out there.
you
Anything you want to do, you can do it. If you can't do it, don't
you can do
just don't
it.
give
You
up.
can do it.
Mhm.
Don't give up. You heard that because no, I never would have guessed you. 63, girl. Don't tell anyone.
Mhm. But like
Even
I
though you
told,
just
I was
told us,
telling
but
whoever watching on live don't know I got it. Like I said, I got an event tonight, and I missed my hair appointment. I missed all these appointments, but when I get off this live, trust me, I'm going to get dolled up. I got my little makeup artist. I'm a jack shoot past her house and slap on a wig, and I'm gonna be a different short shape at 10 o'clock. Yeah,
yes, you're gonna look gorgeous. And see, I got that picture. Is that the picture you were talking about?
that's me
Is
and my
that the one?
daughter. This Brandy. Mhm.
That's Brandy. Oh, she is gorgeous. You have a beautiful daughter, just
Yeah,
like
that's
her
my only
mom.
child. My only child
Oh,
right there. Hmm.
oh, yeah, she's very
Yes.
pretty, just like you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so
Mhm.
she's got a busy mom. What does she think about all this? I know it's very exciting for her.
Oh yeah,
Does she?
she's behind me 100%. She
Mhm,
cheers me on. She's so supportive. She always encouraged me. She's an educator, so she's pushy. So she's
mhm.
gonna, you can do it, mom. Just do it. So yeah,
Yeah.
she's very supportive. Yes, she is. I love her so much. Mm.
I know you do. That's your only one too. I know. I just have one daughter as well, so I know what it
I
is.
got the grandkids. I got four grandchildren.
Do you? I have
Yeah.
one. I hope I
Oh, I
get
got
at least
four.
one more, at least.
I
At
got
least.
4.
So what is what drives you, Cheryl? You got a lot of motivation, energy. What drives you so hard?
I think the things that I've been through,
Yeah.
I really do. Because right now, I want to get my license to be a licensed professional counselor, and I want to get my doctorate degree, and I'm gonna get it. So
You will.
people are like, why
You
you want
will.
another degree? Why you want it? Because I want it. I
Yeah.
want to be Dr. Cheryl Nadine, shake. So, and I'm gonna do that. I mean, I
Hmm.
just think the things that I've been through, although I will say that I grew up in a very, very nice home. So I
Hmm.
can't blame anything on my upbringing. So I got to shout out to my parents and my grandparents. They raised me well. Sometimes you get
Yes.
with the wrong crowd, peer pressure, whatever. Not gonna dwell too much on that. But what drives me is my past. My past drives me. To
Hmm.
be honest, that's what drives me because to come what I came through, I always knew I was gonna be great. I didn't know how I was gonna get there. I didn't know what path, but I always knew that, and it's just
Yeah.
never too late. Hmm.
Yeah. And that's good that, you use it to be your motivator, to be your fuel and not set you back. And that's strength right there, because sometimes, little things happen in our lives and we dwell on it and we'll let it hold us back or set us back, but you use it as your fuel. And so that's very
Yeah,
beautiful.
because that'll keep you sick. You know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
just keep dwelling on the past, and that's why
Yeah.
it's called past. It's your
Yeah.
past. That's
Yeah.
that's the word. Leave it there.
Yes. Oh, girl, we got a lot of people tuning in. Hi, Cheryl Dean. That's one of my family members. Hey, fam in Arkansas. John
Mhm.
Huff, one of my classmates. Keep up the good work.
Oh,
Lavon, she's in
thank
the
you.
ATL. She's like, hey,
Mm.
Mills, watching. My other classmate, Carrie. Thank you
What
so
what are
much.
my people watching? I gave them
Yeah.
such a wrong time. They're gonna get me.
Yeah, I
Where are
got a
my
lot of,
people?
where are your people? I don't see them just yet. But I do
Yeah, I
see
think they
a
got the
lot.
wrong time. Hmm.
Yeah, they may have because you're on Eastern and we're Central, so they may have
Yeah,
done
then
it.
you know what? Then I got confused. I told them at 9 o'clock. I went back out and said 8:30. So it's just, oh my God! But if they can play it back.
Yep, it's going to be as soon as the show wraps up, it goes automatically. It uploads to YouTube, and then I'm going to email you that YouTube link. It just, that's just what I
Okay.
do. So, and I'll
Thank
text
you
it to you
so
as
much.
well. I want to make sure you can share it with your friends and followers.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
you're so welcome. Oh, yeah, tell us about your nonprofit. Now it's called what? Shaking
Bent Not Broken. No, my nonprofit is Bent Not Broken. But
Vent Not
Shaking Up,
Broken
that's my nonprofit. But Shaking Up Entertainment is my production company.
Production Company.
Yeah, that's
Go,
for my
girl.
movies. But Bent Not Broken is for my turkey drive I do every year for the single mothers and seniors. I'm starting off with
Oh,
that, and I want to branch out to doing something for the kids for school. But I love the seniors, so that's what Bent Not Broken is. And I feel bent, but not broke. That says a
yeah,
lot. Bent Not Broken. I
that
think I want to name
does.
my next movie Bent Not Broken.
That is a great topic. Bent, not broken, guys. Let that sink in. We
Yeah,
can
don't steal
all
my title, Bent Not Broken, people out there. Mhm. That's
now
mine. I've been
we,
having it for
we
years.
we got
Yeah,
that copy written through here.
yeah, yeah,
We're not
yeah,
not gonna let anybody
mhm,
take that one from you, Cheryl. No.
yeah.
But I
Bent
love
Not
it.
Broken.
I love that, Cheryl. How and when you're doing your business with your producers or directors for the movies, do you guys ever kind of like run into creative differences? And if so, how do you handle it so
I can tell you that for this first film, very little, very
very
little.
little?
I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie and say we didn't have any,
Uh
because that
huh.
would be a lie. But
Yeah.
very little, because by being my first film, I had to learn, had to listen, had to take advice and create constructive criticism. We don't want to hear that sometimes, but I'm new
Mhm.
to it, so I had to sit back, and listen and
Mhm.
learn. So yeah,
Remain.
just a few, but we worked it out. We worked it
Yeah.
out. Just we said, well,
Yeah.
this is how you have to get your own formula as well. Once you do that, now the second time around, I got my own formula. I learned a
Yes.
lot. Yeah, so
Yes.
yeah, I have my own
And
formula this
and
time.
and I love about how open you are. It's good to remain teachable and coachable, and that's how you continue to grow. Yeah.
You have to be. You have to be.
Yeah.
Yes, you
I
do.
love that about you,
Mhm.
Cheryl.
You ask
Cheryl,
the greatest questions. I tell you, girl, I gotta be like you when I grow up.
I'm gonna be like you, Cheryl. I'm gonna produce my movie. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying.
Yeah, you will. You gonna get it. Just go.
Yeah.
Don't even matter of fact, you gonna get there. You're not even trying. It's gonna be your time. It's gonna open right up for you. So
Oh,
we're
I
gonna change
receive.
that narrative. Watch your speech. Watch your words. You're gonna
Yeah.
do your movie when God's timing.
Oh, thank you. I received that. I received that. Denise, she is shouting out classmate actress Denise Jones in the house. I'm so honored to have her. And then is it Tahisha Johnson? She said, "Hey,
Yeah.
Auntie."
Hey, Taisha. Yeah,
Oh,
it's my fault because she had texted me a couple of times. Said, "Where is it? I can't find it." Because she has her own podcast too. Concrete Rose is wonderful. And she's an actress as well. She's a singer. She opened up my movie for me. She sung a gospel song at the funeral at the opening credits. She did wonderful. Denise, oh God, she did an excellent job as well. Denise did an excellent job. So I shout out to both of those young ladies for joining me
yeah.
up here. Hi guys.
Thank you guys so much. It means so much that you guys are tuning in tonight. It really does. On this Valentine's Day weekend, full of love. Thank you guys.
Yes, it
Woo!
is. Love the love of God.
The
And
love of God. That's
the
what it
love of
is.
Milo. My little
That's
puppy. Right, Milo?
oh
Yeah.
well. Let's show some of your pictures too. We got a lot of pictures we want to show of you, and let me see your little grandson here,
Yeah. Hey, Kason. Yeah.
and that's from the movie. And here you go with Dougie Fresh, right?
Yeah.
Legendary Dougie Fresh. Oh
Oh
my
yeah,
God!
I did that film. That's called Return of the Mac. Yeah.
Turn to the man, and look
There,
at that.
Denise. There's
Yeah, hey
Melissa, my partner in the
Denise.
back. My partner, there she is in the back, Melissa with the red hat.
Hey Melissa.
And
So
that's the
proud of you.
cinematographer, Thomas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thomas, he's a photographer, okay?
He's the cinematographer.
Cinematographer. Get me straight. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And these beautiful people
These are
are
the cast members. Yeah.
oh,
Some of the cast members. Give
and
it to me.
right
Give it to me.
and who is this Cheryl?
Oh, that okay. That's you remember the movie A Bronx Tale?
Yeah, I didn't get to see all of it, but I
Oh,
remember
that's
the
one.
time.
That's a classic with Robert De Niro. That was his son
Robin.
that played in it. He played in my movie. He played in Sopranos as well. We flew him from New York and he filmed for me. That's phenomenal. That's a
Yes.
major celebrity
Ma-
right there.
Yes. What an achievement on your very first film too, girl.
I found him on Instagram a couple of years ago. He's a recovering addict, a heroin addict. And I started talking to him, and I found out who he was. So I said, "I'm gonna make a movie one day. I'm gonna put you in it." He came right in and was in it.
Yeah, that is so great. That is so great. And your Tahisha said, "Hey, Auntie again. Thank you, Queen."
Yeah,
Millo, she said, "That is
that's
so great."
dope.
We're just about out of time. You have any shout outs
Okay,
before you go, Cheryl?
I want to shout out to Tiffany Trill for coming to VA tonight. To Jazar Riches, to Jacole Mitchell, A Red, to Diesel, to Dewan, to Nunu, to Isha, Melissa Miller, of course, my family, Emery, Law, Hakeem, Adrian. They were in the movie. It was so many people. My cousin Rosin, who cooked, the makeup artist job, Kiki, Tashelle, everybody that was on that cast and crew was phenomenal.
Phenomenal. That is so
Yeah. And
beautiful.
shout out to Millie Mills.
Oh, thanks, sis.
Thank
Any
you.
real quick? Do you have any words of encouragement before you go?
Follow your dreams. Don't ever give up. Never too late to do anything you want to do. And that is, I'm a living witness. Don't give up.
Don't give
Don't
up.
give up. What?
That's
5 minutes
great.
before the miracle.
Ooh. Because when you, a lot of times you right there at that break, and you don't realize it, and that's when you give up, and then somebody else walk up and take your blessing and run off with it.
All it take, like the other people always say, you might get a lot of no's, but that you just need that one yes. But
Mhm.
my favorite thing is don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle.
5 minutes before the miracle. I guess you guys heard that loud and clear. The beautiful, talented, lovely Miss Cheryl Shake. I mean, actress, film producer, and so much more. Thank you again. I can't thank you enough for stopping by.
Thank
And
you
we'll
so
see you.
much.
Hey, I'm
See,
coming to V. I'm coming there to VA. I'm
yeah,
coming.
and I'm gonna make that call for you tomorrow, so you know what I'm talking about. We'll get up.
Yes. Yes. Thank
Okay.
you so
All
much.
right. Okay.
Thanks
Bye
for
bye.
stopping by.